No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. And today I'm in here with the mayor, Munchie B. And we're having a conversation with somebody who you introduced me to. This is an interview that Munchie conceived of.
Yes,
That
sir.
part.
We got T-Mac in the building.
Yes, sir.
And I guess I'm going to throw it to the mayor first. Like, why would you describe why this is a relevant interview and who is T-Mac to you?
All right, because it's timely, right? And then it's real timely at this point because all right, we got the Diddy trial going on, and then as of now he got sentenced. He got his 4 years. It's a W for Diddy. I've been saying free Diddy from the beginning. It ain't guilty to be hypersexual. Wouldn't nobody be nothing on my chest, but other than that, he not guilty or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But T-Mac, his expertise is training women, bitches. You know what I'm saying? To be submissive, to do X, Y, and Z. And I think the things that Diddy could have did to maybe not letting them in this situation, maybe he should have came to T-Mac.
Yeah,
That part.
Okay,
That part.
and T-Mac got a book out. What's the name of the book?
Name of the book is BDSM, the BBC Chronicles. And Adam, this is yours right here. It's your copy, my brother.
I need this. I
Yes,
gotta.
sir.
Yeah, I definitely
Yes.
need this. For the record,
Yeah,
the
no,
cover has some sort of. Well, I guess it's a black or
Yeah.
black rooster.
What I got on my shirt.
Yes, there it is again. Okay,
Yeah.
and he's extremely muscular and wearing a very well-fitted suit. And the BDSM stands for bondage, discipline, sadism, masochism.
Yes, sir.
So, okay, let me ask you this: how did you enter into the world of, I don't know, professional sex havers or anything in that realm?
It first started out, man, when I was up in Oklahoma in the Midwest.
Okay.
And started going to like hearing about these swing parties and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I started visiting these swing parties. And when I moved back to California from Oklahoma, I came back to LA for good. And just one day messing around at work, searching around on the website. I'm working security at a bank and I'm searching around on the website. And I come across this this black website from back in the day. I don't know if y'all remember Black Planet, shameless plug.
I used to hear about it all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
Never
it was one of those
dove in
websites,
myself. Yeah.
So
What is it called?
Black Planet.
Okay.
It's
It's
kinda-
like
it was-
MySpace.
yeah,
for dating.
like the
It was like a black dating
black
website.
MySpace.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, Black Panther is
Yeah.
familiar.
And so I'm searching one day, man, and I get a DM from a white lady. And I'm like, okay, why is she messaging me here on this site? Because it's supposed to be catering to black people, right?
Mm.
And so I asked her, I'm like, hey, how do you know what you doing on here? And she's like, well, to be honest, you want me to tell the truth, all I mess with is BBC.
Mm.
And so I said, okay. I said, that makes sense. Okay. So we got to talking, man. And to this, she might know now because my book is out, but to that day, she don't realize that she's the one that introduced me to that lifestyle.
Mm.
Because of the way that the interaction that her and I had with one another, she just automatically assumed that I was a dom by my personality and my attitude.
Define what a dom is.
Okay, a dom is basically a man that dominates women, but not in the way that everybody thinks. He dominates her sexually, he dominates her mentally and emotionally. A lot of people see dominatrix and see men dominating women. They think it's all about sex.
Right.
But a lot of them don't know that it's 90%, 80% mental first.
Okay.
There's a lot of sex involved. But if you don't have that mental connection and have that true dom and submissive connection, then it's just sex.
So this woman basically just felt the vibe that you would
Yeah,
be
just
good
my
at this
energy
kind of
that
thing?
I might be good at that. And she assumed that I was.
Uh-huh.
So when she said, are you a dom? I felt like she wanted me to say yes.
But you didn't know anything
I didn't
about
know
this
nothing
lifestyle.
about it.
So this is
Nothing.
nothing to
It's
you.
new
You're-
to me,
You're
yeah.
a dom?
When I knew the term, so I kind of knew what she was talking about,
Right.
but I really didn't know where she was going with it. But I felt like she wanted me to answer yes.
Okay.
So I said yes. And she was like, okay. She's like, I knew it. And I'm thinking to myself, man, you don't know shit because I'm really not.
Yeah.
And so as the conversation goes on, we set up a time to meet 2 weeks later. Now I get off the line with her and I'm searching. I said, well, I need to find out what the this dom shit is. So I go to the internet and start searching. Come across this website that caters to that type of stuff.
Okay.
And I look up the website, and while I'm searching on the website, I come across these black guys that were doms. They have been in it 20, 25 years. And I see on their profile, they got 1 submissive, 2 submissive, 3 submissive. They got all these submissive women on their profile. So I sent them a DM, not knowing if they was gonna get back with me. I shoot them a DM, they holler back, they say, I tell them my dilemma. I said, man, look, I think I messed up. I done told this woman that I'm a dom in the BDSM lifestyle. I don't know shit about this. One of the guys was like, man, yeah, you shouldn't have done that. You know, whoop-de-whoop, this is, you know, people take this serious. But then another guy was like, man, we gonna get you together before you see this woman. Invited me to his house. All I was supposed to do is observe. He just wanted me to observe and look and see what was going on, how he connected with these women. So when I got there, I spent the whole weekend there. Didn't participate, just observed. And I'd observed how he had this mental connection with them, and how when they talked to them, they knew what he was saying just by the tone of his voice or the way his aggressiveness. And he didn't have everything that they did. They responded, yes, sir, no, sir. If they wanted to speak, they would say permission to speak. And so I was like amazed by this shit. Like, man, this shit is crazy. And so I watched him do all the sexual acts with him throughout the weekend. And so by the time I left him,
hold on, watch him.
Yeah, I watched him. I had to watch, bro, because I wasn't there to participate.
What was the sex like? Was he? What was he
Both
doing
of
to them? Yeah, what was it like?
Before they got to the sex part, he had them doing domestic shit around the house.
Okay.
Cleaning up the house and all this type of shit.
And these are women who would go spend like a weekend with him?
These are women that lived with him.
Oh, so this is their day-to-day?
Yeah, they've got to the point in their relationship to where they're living.
Poly relationship.
Yeah, they're poly relationship, but both of them are submissives.
Got it.
And both of them understand their roles.
Okay.
And he explained to me that, you know, it wasn't always like that. He had to everybody had to learn their roles. You know what I mean? And so once I seen the way he connected with him, I said, okay, I see the mental connection. So when I started seeing the physical activity, it's like everything flowed. Because he was had them doing stuff, bro, that I would have never thought of having women do.
Like what?
Crawling on the floor on their knees, walking them around with leashes and collars. You know what I'm saying? He would sit back in his chair and he would have one get on all fours like a dog. And he would kick back and put his legs up on her back as if she was a footstool or something.
Okay.
And
did it feel like is this part of sex, or is this just something that they're kind of doing throughout the day?
This is something he explained to me. That part of it was to show the type of power that he did have over them.
Okay.
A lot of people might look at that, that's dehumanizing. That's wrong. But that shows that the connection, that they were willing to do whatever he wanted them to do, as long as it didn't involve him hurting them.
And it wasn't against their will.
And it wasn't against their will. It was nothing forced.
Right.
Okay. Everything was willing.
How much did it feel like this is just what they would be doing without you there versus them sort of showing you, like, performing for you?
And that was the thing. I didn't sense no performance.
Really?
It's almost like they really blocked me out, as if I wasn't there. Like, it was no laughing, it was no joking. Everything was serious. And so now I'm like, wow, this shit is really deep. And so I'm thinking to myself, okay, now I need to pick up on enough of this before this woman comes down to see me. And so now we get to the point to where she's getting ready to come see me. So he felt like, hey man, look, if you do this right, if you play this right, you can wing this. You can convince her that you're experienced at this. So when she comes down to see me, she lets me know, hey, she's a volleyball chick, nice body, blonde hair, blue eyes.
Is she shaped like Megan Thee Stallion?
Not as thick as Megan.
Is
not as thick as Megan, but she was nice.
Okay.
And when she came down, she had on a mini skirt. You know those walking boots that the doctor give you when you mess up your feet or your ankle, that big ass space boot, and you just kind of walk. She had on one of those.
What? Why? What was the boot about?
She said she hurt herself playing volleyball.
Okay.
So that's why she had the boot.
I thought it was some dominatrix.
She just had hurt herself playing volleyball.
Okay.
And she had on one sandal, pedicure off the chain, beautiful toes. So I'm like, man, she's bad. So when she stepped out the car, the first thing I see is that boot. I'm like, the fuck is this? Because she didn't tell me this. She didn't like let me know on the phone, hey, I'm hurt, blah, blah, blah. She didn't tell me none of this. So then she stepped out with her other leg. I see the sandal with the pretty toe. I'm like, what's going on? So I'm like, what's going on, sweetie? She's like, well, you know, I didn't want to back out. I didn't want you to think that I was full of shit, and I didn't think that I don't want you to think I was playing. So I didn't want to, you know, change the date on you. I wanted to show up anyway.
If you haven't checked out Everything 420 yet, you are definitely missing out. From glass gear to infused sweets, they've got one of the best lineups online. They ship fast, it's always discreet, and their app makes shopping too easy. The deals are always running, and you can use code NOJUMPER for a little bonus at checkout. Shout out Everything 420.